Mom about 6 times in 30 years, and that's 5 times too many. She came to live with me after my dad died. I had 3 rules for her. No staying up all night drinking, no smoking in the house, and no peeing on the neighbor's lawn. She broke them all anyhow. I have asthma, and I have a job, so I kicked her out. My dad would have approved. He smoked weed and crack. I should have been taller. And that's my mom's fault too. She took me to a specialist when I was 11, and he said I had to take hormone pills. She said no. She doesn't want her daughter to be a pill popper. She only calls when she needs money. I sent her $200 for a stress test, cardiac stress test. She calls me 3 months later, and she bragged to me she never got the test. It just helped relieve her stress. She friended me on Facebook after 8 years. She has a faceless profile picture. Perfect. So, I had a little bit of plastic surgery, I'm going to admit it. I had a boob job. I had some Botox, and I had a little bit of liposuction. I should look like Barbie by now. Instead, I look like Danny DeVito. I was going for Snooki. But I don't drink her fist pump. Well, not on the first date anyway. My dad always told me, Pam, you're going to get an education. What else do you do when your parents are addicts? And your dad gets arrested for distribution of crack cocaine in his 70s. Not the kind of thing you brag about at your 20th high school reunion. 30th, maybe. So, I don't have good role models. I'm single. I know, big surprise. So I figured I'd better get out there in the dating world. I joined a few dating websites, Match, the usual. Senior people date. And cougar life. With all the other single people with screwed up parents. I went on a date with this guy named Eddie. Eddie Moretti. Hey. He was so good looking, but something wasn't right. Nothing says warning, like cheap shoes, a cheap watch, and a wop that cuts of spaghetti. We were out on our date, and he finds out that I prescribe narcotics. So he wants to go into business with me. I know. That's what all the douchebags say. So we're writing the business plan on my computer. And he left, and his email account was still open. So I opened it. Turns out his real name was Fight. That's not Italian. And he was running a business out of Las Vegas. And it catered to men that like to have sex with women that dress like men. And who did he think I was? Danny DeVito in drag? Next freak I met was a ladies' man. He was charming, handsome, and debonair. He would always send me texts all the time. You know, when ones with those cutesy little emoticons. So we're out on a date at Lips. He likes men that dress like women. I look at his phone, and I see a bunch of emoticons, and I thought they were for me. I look at my phone, no text came through. And he was always leaving town to meet with his book publisher in New York. Supposedly he was writing a book, I don't know. That's code for, I'm a douchebag, asshat loser. So I broke up with him. When he came back to my house, he was angry. I changed the locks. He started texting me again. He said, when I called you a 10, I meant a size 10. Damn it. I didn't get enough liposuction. Then he texted that I looked like Danny DeVito. I know, I get it, enough already. I always want to throw him, Buddy,